Hi everyone, my name is Melissa and I am the founder of BlossomWriter.com. I'm coming to you today with this video about giving compliments because that's what our blog post this week was about. So if you haven't read the blog post yet, I encourage you to pause the video, go to BlossomWriter.com, and it should be the first blog post at the top of the homepage. Go ahead and give that a read and then come back to the video and finish watching. I think you're going to get a lot more out of the video if you've read the blog post first. But the first thing I really want to talk about in regards to giving compliments is the fact that I think sometimes compliments get like this bad rap. Like I think sometimes we either, one, feel guilty for wanting compliments, or two, we think that people that want compliments are just egotistical or have low self-esteem. And I really don't think that's true at all. I really think we all want compliments, and I think it's like an innate desire within us. I think it's a very natural thing to want to hear good things about yourself. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this at the end of the video, but I really think that there's another reason behind why we want more compliments. So definitely stick around to the end of the video to hear that portion. But the next thing that I really want to talk about is complimenting yourself. I really believe that we have to be our own cheerleaders in life. I mean, it's great if you have people in your life that are really cheering you on, but if you don't, then there is absolutely nothing wrong with you being your own cheerleader. And that starts with complimenting yourself. That starts with telling yourself you're doing great, you're doing a great job, that you look awesome today, that, you know, that dinner that you made for your family was amazing. Whatever it is, you need to start telling yourself. And it can feel really unnatural, and it can feel kind of weird at first to constantly be like telling yourself how awesome you are and how great, you know, you're doing it this or that. But I really think that it can really help to boost your self-esteem, and it can really help you to blossom into your best self. And one of the reasons I think that is because compliments create both an inward and an outward awareness. So starting with the inward awareness, when you actually start trying to compliment yourself more, you're going to start noticing all the positive things in your life a lot more than you did before. Because it's really easy, especially in this world that we live in that can be really difficult and hard sometimes, and things are not, you know, easy like they're supposed to be. It's really easy to get down on yourself and feel like you're not doing a good job, you know, and it's really easy just to get into this negative mindset. But I think the more we start complimenting ourselves and the more we start trying to be more aware of things in our life that we can compliment, the more we're going to start noticing that there's so much in our lives that we have, that there's so many things that are positive. There's so much good that we're doing, and we're always doing better than we think. So really start paying attention and turning inward and looking and seeing what good am I doing, because I promise you, you're doing so much more good in this world than what you think you're doing. And then the next thing is it creates an outward awareness. So it's really also very easy in the modern world we live in to be really distracted. Most of us spend a lot of time in screen land. We spend a lot of time on our phones, on watching TV, on our computers. You know, we just spend a lot of time being distracted by, you know, new, cool, shiny things, when there's like a whole world of people around us that are just like craving the same attention that we're craving. So it really starts with us trying to be more aware and less distracted and just trying to pay attention to the people around us. One example that I gave in the blog yesterday was going to the grocery store. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but it's super easy to just grab your groceries, go through the checkout, pay, and go to your car without ever even making eye contact with the cashier. And, you know, they're humans too. They deserve just as much love and respect, and they want to hear good things about themselves just as much as you do. So that's just a great opportunity for you to actually engage with like real human beings, you know, in like the real world and not just in screen land. So just, you know, it can be small, simple compliments. You know, you can just say, hey, your glasses look nice. Or maybe every day you walk past the receptionist at your office and you never, you know, pay her or him any attention. Like, you know, tell them, you know, their desk looks really clean today, or it can be anything. Compliments can be really small, but they make a huge difference, and they make other people feel awesome, and it's always awesome to make other people feel awesome. And so the next thing I wanted to talk about that we talked about in the blog yesterday was the energy that's created by compliments. I don't know if you've noticed this, but whenever I receive a compliment, like suddenly I get this new energy that I didn't have a second before the compliment, because I really think that compliments create energy. So one of the examples I gave in the blog yesterday was, let's say you're at work and you're working on this project and you're feeling really unmotivated and you're just kind of trudging through and the day's going by really slow, and you're just not really sure what the point of this project is anyways. And so you're like, okay, I'm going to take a break. So you get up from your desk and you go to the break room, and while you're in the break room, one of your coworkers comes up to you and they tell you like you're doing a great job, and you know they really appreciate your work on the project, and they tell you they really think that this project you're working on is really gonna, you know, help improve customer service. And you're like, oh, cool. Like suddenly you feel so much better about this project that you're working on than you did 5 minutes ago. Suddenly you're actually kind of motivated to go back to your desk and finish working on this project, and you have this like new motivation for the day because you were given one compliment. I mean, compliments have a lot of power in our lives. And I think going back to what we talked about earlier, I think, you know, a lot of people think that we want compliments, you know, just because we're trying to feed our egos, when actually I think we're trying to feed our souls. I think deep inside of us, we just really crave that energy that comes when we receive a compliment. I think it's more about that energy than it is about the ego. And, you know, it can be the ego sometimes, but again, I don't think it's the ego all of the time. I really think it's that innate desire within us to feel that energy, to feel that positive energy that comes from compliments. And I think our world could use so much more positive energy. So I really believe that compliments go along with the adage of, you know, you have to give to receive. So if you are really wanting more compliments in your life, I think it really starts with you giving more compliments, both to yourself and to other people. And I really believe that if you put that good energy out into the world, it's going to come back to you tenfold. I just think that's how the universe works. So that's all I have to say about compliments today. I could say a lot more, but I'd love to hear what you have to say about compliments. So feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. You can also, like I said, go read the blog if you haven't already done that already, and you can leave comments there. I really encourage you to try giving more compliments this week, and then come back and let me know what kind of energy and awareness that's creating in your life. And then the very last thing I want to touch on is our newsletter, the BlossomWriter Insider. If you're not subscribed to the BlossomWriter Insider, you can go to blossomwriter.com, and in the sidebar, there's just a little subscribe form you can fill out with your name and email. And when you subscribe, I'm going to send you a free gift. It's our 30 Days of Blossoming printable. And it's just a free printable that has 30 activities that you can do over the next 30 days. And those activities are all designed to help you blossom. And surprise, 2 of those activities are actually about giving compliments. So I encourage you to go ahead, if you haven't already, sign up for our newsletter, get that 30 Days of Blossoming printable, and start blossoming today. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this video. If you're trudging through this week, if you're really struggling, just know I think you're beautiful. I think you're doing a great job, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.